When Disney bought Star Wars, I was pretty okay with it. I don't have a huge love for them as a company, but I have liked how they handled Marvel, and I expected them to handle Lucasfilm the same way. Have they been perfect? No, but they are never going to be. But while some of my friends were very vocal about their concerns, there was one thing I knew we were going to get from Disney that we were not going to get before. And that was content. Disney doesn't pay the money they did to not use it. Was The Force Awakens totally original and utterly awesome? No. Even to my 6-year-old at the time, he saw similarities to A New Hope. But was it enjoyable, and did it feel like a Star Wars film, as that is the key part for me? On those points, I think it did. But I also feel that the movie wasn't aimed at us, but more at my 6-year-old son. Although A New Hope is his favourite, he loves The Force Awakens. Seeing him watch it was seeing him reconnect to the setting all over again. Even Kylo Ren in a way was aimed at them, not us older people who look at him and think maybe he could have sorted out his daddy issues a bit easier. To a 6-year-old, they do have daddy issues. We are both hero and villain to them, and they love us immensely, but we are also the voice of authority. We are the rebel leaders they hope to one day become, but with cleaning their room, doing their homework, and making them go to school, we are also the evil galactic empire. Watch the movie from a 6-year-old perspective and it may seem just a little different. Another thing that was happening at the time was Fine Molds would stop making Star Wars kits. I was one of the few that was pleased with this. They made nice kits, but there weren't many of them, and they had also said they had no intention of making certain ones as they didn't like them. When it was announced Bandai was going to do it instead, I was pleased. I had built a couple of their Space Battleship Yamato 2199 kits, and they were amazing. Snap-tight that actually fitted better than any other kit I had built, showed amazing engineering, but the thing that got me the most was their philosophy when it came to how a kit was built. I also thought they might have a faster release time than Fine Molds as they were a bigger company. But damn, they have been flat out on designs, and apart from a very woeful Darth Vader, the line has been incredible. They learn from their mistakes, and something I thought was bad in an early kit is done different in later ones. I picked up Ren on a bit of a whim. I have Captain Phasma and the First Order Stormtrooper, so seemed like a good idea to round them out. I was pretty happy at first glance, and I love how they have handled some of the stuff on this kit. The Bandai figures are a little tricky. They are both brilliant and not, and here is what I mean. They offer something most kits don't, and that is posability. These kits are very posable. They have a really good amount of articulation, and this is amazing as it gives you a great amount of freedom on how you want to display them. The downside is there are a lot of joints that show. One thing Bandai has been dealing with since their first batch of figures is cloth. Darth Vader to me is a horrible figure, and is the only one of the Star Wars kits that has the honour of being called a toy, because that's what it feels like. The cape is horrible. They were trying to offer freedom with it, but I hate that cape. Mixed with a staggering amount of joints makes Vader a difficult kit to make look good. But Bandai learned, and is one of the few companies that seems to actively try and improve in a short period of time. Captain Phasma comes with a hard plastic cape and a vinyl one. You can choose. Now they have tried something else for cloth. The instructions are the usual fare, and overall they are easy to follow. Every now and again there is a step that can take some extra time to go over. The main frame of the character is hard plastic and the detail is not bad. Where they have tried something new is the cloth. It is very nicely textured and formed into its desired shape, but where it differs is it is a soft and very flexible material. Now will this work really well in the build? No idea just yet, but right now I am very impressed. They are trying to find solutions to early issues. This kit is an excellent choice for a beginner.